Hey everyone, it's Mr. Portland Landlord here, chatting with you from the trenches of Oregon's rental housing world. If you own or manage properties in the Portland metro area or anywhere across our great state, you know the drill. New laws, new headaches, and sometimes it feels like the deck is stacked against small landlords like us. That's exactly why I'm excited to talk about the ORHA Key PAC, and why donating to it might be one of the smartest and surprisingly affordable moves you can make for your rental business. Let's start with the basics. The Oregon Rental Housing Key PAC, or ORHA Key PAC, is the political action committee powered by our parent organization, the Oregon Rental Housing Association. Their straightforward mission? To elect state legislators who actually understand the realities of being a housing provider, folks who will push for balanced policies that protect our investments while keeping housing safe and affordable for tenants. They've taken strong stands against blanket eviction moratoriums, unfair rent forgiveness schemes, and over-the-top tenant agendas that ignore the economics of keeping properties running. Instead, they back smart ideas like direct repayment programs for past-due rents that help both sides. It's advocacy done right, and it's all about keeping Oregon's rental market healthy for everyone. Now, here's what really sets ORHA apart. For decades, over 45 years and counting, our parent association has been the strongest and most impactful champion of landlord legislative issues in the state. As the only statewide group laser-focused on smaller rental owners and operators, the folks with 1 to 10 units who form the backbone of housing here, ORHA and its local chapters like PAC have fought tooth and nail against bad ideas, like rent control, excessive regulations, and policies that make it harder to run a legitimate business. They've blocked harmful bills, shaped fairer laws on evictions and habitability, and built real relationships in Salem that pay off session after session. Without that long track record of fighting for us, many of us small landlords would have thrown in the towel years ago. The best part? When you donate to the ORHA Key PAC, almost all of that money goes straight toward the campaigns of landlord-friendly state legislators. This isn't some bloated organization with high overhead. The vast majority of every dollar supports candidates across parties who get it. Stable landlords means stable housing. Your contribution helps open doors, educate lawmakers, and tip the scales when big tenant advocacy groups come knocking. It's like buying an insurance policy for your entire portfolio. And speaking of smart money moves, let's talk taxes because Oregon gives you a fantastic incentive. The state offers a political contribution tax credit. Yes, a full credit, not just a deduction, that can make your donation to the ORHA Key PAC essentially cost neutral. Qualifying taxpayers, Oregon residents filing a state return with adjusted gross income under roughly $75,000 single or $150,000 joint, can claim up to $50 as an individual or $100 filing jointly, subtracted dollar for dollar from your Oregon state taxes. Recent legislative chatter has floated bigger temporary bumps, potentially $1,000 or $2,000 for the 2026 to 2027 tax years. But always verify the current limits with your CPA or the Oregon Department of Revenue, because rules evolve. Contributions must be made by December 31st to count for that year's return. Federal taxes don't give the same break, but this state credit? It's basically the state saying support good policy and we'll hand some money back. Talk about a no-brainer. So why should every landlord and investor step up? Because silence is expensive. We've all seen what happens when tenant groups outspend us. Stricter screening rules, longer eviction timelines, higher relocation costs, and fewer rentals on the market overall. Donating to the ORHA Key PAC levels the playing field. It's proactive, not reactive. Picture this real-world scenario. During past sessions, without PAC support, proposals for no-cause termination bans or massive mandatory payouts nearly passed. ORHA's advocacy and campaign funding helped kill or soften those bills. That's your rental business protected in action. Common pitfalls? Waiting until election year crunch time or thinking someone else will donate. Every dollar counts, especially with their current push toward a $50,000 goal. Heck, the legislative outcomes in Oregon are so important. Let's step it up this year and get them all the way up to $100,000. And don't forget, small, consistent donations from owners like us Add up fast and send a powerful message that landlords are organized. Donating is simple. Visit www.oregonrentalhousingpac.org for secure online giving or mail a check to Oregon Rental Housing Key PAC, P.O. Box 512, Independence, Oregon 97351. Pair it with staying engaged through PARO meetings, reading updates, and sharing your real landlord stories with lawmakers. It all amplifies the impact. Donating to the ORHA Key PAC is kind of like paying your property taxes. You might grumble while writing the check, but at least this one fights to keep the wolves, bad policies, away from your door. And unlike taxes, you might actually get some back. To wrap up, supporting the ORHA Key PAC isn't just good politics. It's smart business that safeguards your investments and helps preserve Oregon's rental housing supply. If you're a landlord or investor here in Portland or statewide, I hope you'll consider donating today. The return could be the fairest laws we've seen in years. Hey, have you donated to the ORHA Key PAC yet? Or are you thinking about it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to join www.paroa.org if you haven't already. The membership pays for itself with discounts on landlord forms, training, the helpline, and that direct pipeline to ORHA's powerful statewide advocacy. For professional eviction processing or full-service management that keeps you compliant and profitable amid all these legislative shifts, rental property owners in the Portland Metro and Central Oregon areas should definitely hire www.nwrpm.com. Their team takes the hassle out of it so you can focus on growing your portfolio. Head over to the Key PAC website to donate today. Join us at paroa.org, and don't forget to subscribe to the Mr. Portland Landlord YouTube channel. Together, we can keep Oregon's rental market strong.